Hi guys, it's Robin from Organic Arable here. I'm at Rushall Organics in Wiltshire with Joe Wookey. We're just here in his organic muscani that was broadcast in the winter. And we're going to have a chat to Joe, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this crop and why he ended up broadcasting and how he thinks it's looking. Okay, so we're here with Joe Wookey at Rushall Organics in Wiltshire.
And 2 dogs.
And 2 little dogs,
yeah.
Rustling around in the crop, doing a little crop walk. And we're here in some organic muscani that you broadcast in the winter. When did you broadcast them, and why did you use that option?
We broadcast them. We had a 3-day dry window from the end of September until early March. That was the only time we got any winter crops in. That was about 80 acres of spelt, and then this, which is about 35 acres of muscani oats. Had to broadcast it because it was too wet. Luckily, ironically, it was with an old fertiliser spreader that we had in the shed that hadn't been touched in obviously a very long time, but it did the job. We were guessing a bit on seed rates. I was just very concerned that if we didn't get something in the ground, then we'd just have too much spring cropping to do and wouldn't be able to. So yeah, we broadcast this, tried to get it in a bit heavier than 200 kilos a hectare, and then cultivated afterwards. It wasn't dry enough to roll, and then it got too far ahead over the rest of the wet winter, so didn't get to roll it in the spring either. So this hasn't been rolled, but I'm fairly pleased with it considering it's not something we've done before, and it's certainly given me the possibility of a different tool in the box if we get another wet drilling period. It's not ideal, but no, I'm pleased with it. I think, as you can see, it's a fairly decent crop. Most of the plants have got some decent heads on them. It's not anything to write home about, but considering it was broadcast in poor conditions and relatively late in the year, I think it was early November, maybe mid-November. Yeah, the fact that we've got a decent crop here is a good thing. A bit of volunteer spelt and poppies and a few other bits and bobs in here, but I suppose that's what you come to expect from organics, isn't it?
So I guess a good tool to have in the arsenal if we get another incredibly wet winter.
Yeah, as a last resort, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously you're not really touching the soil much, as long as it's dry enough to be able to cultivate behind it, so you're getting it buried to some extent. Then yeah, it's definitely something we'd use if the weather was like that again. Yeah.
Great.